Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be reviewing the Essie Rocky Rose Collection, and it's going to start a trio of reviews on my channel this week, all Essie, all week long. So we're going to look at the Rocky Rose Collection, then we're going to look at the Essie Fall 2019 collection, and then we're going to look at the new collection of Essie Velvet Mattes. So there are 9 polishes in the Rocky Rose collection. We're going to do a live application swatch of each one so that you can see how they go on my nail. If you're new to my channel, that's what I do here. I give you a first impression live swatch so that you can watch them in action. It helps you make a more informed decision on whether or not you want to buy something. If you aren't subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit the little bell notification. I'll also be showing you my swatch photo, of course. And lately I've been getting my Essie from 88beauty.com. It's in the description bar down below, in the description of all of my videos if I'm reviewing a certain collection. The website where you can go to purchase it will be in the description bar to help you easily get there. It's not an affiliate link for you. It's just to get you there in case you want to purchase any of these. We're going to go in alphabetical order as we always do through this collection of neutrals pretty much. There's some pinks and a tiny little smidge of purple, but for the most part we have warm neutrals. On my lips today I have this Clinique lippy. It's called Nude Pop. This is the Clinique Pop lip color and I'm really loving it. Okay, so the first polish in alphabetical order is Around the Bend. This is a light, kind of warm toned neutral. This is not the shade that needed 3 coats. That's coming up here in just a minute. This one is kind of borderline 2 or 3. So depending on your application, you may want to go for a 3rd coat. For me, I was okay for my swatch photo in just the 2. But 2 or 3 I don't think is super big deal. Just depends on how your swatch goes that day. So Around the Bend is just a really nice light pink shade. So if you wanted something a little warmer, especially to hang on to the warm summer vibes a little bit longer, this one's pretty great. This is Around the Bend. Next up we have Bed Rock and Roll, and this is the deepest polish in the collection. It's very beautiful. It's like a brick red but slightly dusted out, aka it has a little bit more white in it. And it's really pretty. It's not totally a brown shade. There's definitely some red in here. I thought this was gorgeous. Swatches so nicely in 2 coats. This one's gonna be a go-to for me these months transitioning from summer to fall. I mean, I'm so glad it's fall coming up. I can't wait for fall, you guys. But I think this one's a really great one to get you there because it's still very warm, but it's heading a lot more towards some fall tones. So I really like this. This is one of my favorites out of the collection, Bed Rock and Roll. Next up we have Cliffhanger, and Cliffhanger is the closest you're going to get to like a true brown in the collection. This is kind of a mousy brown. I feel like it has a pinch, just a pinch of rose in there, but it's really beautiful, really easy to wear, lovely shade to transition softly into fall. Just really easy 2-coater. That's what I love about Essie. They're a really great standard. You can, you've come to count on their formula, especially with their creams. And their new brush for a person like me with a wider nail bed, it just helps me get, like 2 or 3 brushes and I'm good to go. So if you needed a brown, like a soft brown in your life, well, this is Cliffhanger and it's beautiful. Next up we have the lightest shade in the collection, and this is a kind of light peachy, almost beige or bone shade, but it definitely has some little bit of rosy peach in there. This one's called Come Out to Clay, and this is the one that needed 3 coats for me. When I went ahead to swatch all my nails, I couldn't get it quite streak free at 2 coats, but it is a very light shade, so that can be expected. I do know that Essie has made plenty of very light polishes and got them more opaque quicker in the past, but a 3rd coat doesn't really bother me too much. If you already have some shades like this, you might consider this one a pass, just that it's not as easy as the other ones that you already have. Next up, this is definitely my very favorite out of the collection, and it's the one that almost departs the most from the theme of the collection of these warm neutrals. This is a purple shade. It's kind of a pinkle. It's definitely got pink and purple, but it's got a little bit of a mauve tone, so it's a little dusty. So that's why it's kind of pulled into this whole warm neutral feel. This one is called Into the A-bliss, and I just thought this was divine on. I definitely recommend this. Granted, if you look through your collection, you'll probably find a few things that are very similar to this, but if by chance you think you might not have a kind of shade like this. I mean, it's just so beautiful. So really, really loved this. Next up we have this very strong pinky fuchsia shade, which I felt was kind of out of place in this collection, although I'm glad that they put it in because otherwise you just have a whole collection of pretty much brown shades. But it does look kind of funny in here to my eye. This one's called No Shade Here, and it's just a beautiful hot pink. I bet you that you have a lot of polishes like this. I even have many from Essie. But I mean, that isn't to say that it's not a great polish. I currently have this shade on my toes. It's so gorgeous, you guys. So I really, really did like it. Even though I have a lot of things like it, I still did really enjoy this shade. It's called No Shade Here. Next up, this is a really beautiful red brown, but it's like a slightly lighter, dustier red brown, and it's just gorgeous. It is called Rocky Rose. I guess that kind of makes sense since I described it as a red brown shade. It's beautiful, you guys. They took a brown, added some rose, and it's just perfect. I did this one at 2 coats and swatched super easily for me, a little bit curly-ish, and this polish just totally encapsulates the whole feeling of this collection, this polish right here. So super, super beautiful. Another standout for me out of the collection, especially if you want something like a really warm but not overwhelming kind of ruddy red shade. Ooh, so pretty. All right, next up we have another light shade. This is a peach. And this one got opaque for me in 2 coats. It's called Set in Sandstone, but I think it's just definitely a peach. It's not too in your face. Like I said, these are all kind of muted tones. None of them are too out there. Maybe that hot pink fuchsia. Yeah, just your basic peach. If you don't have anything like this, you could probably really use it in your collection. Really gorgeous way to transition from summer to fall again with this one. So this is called Set in Sandstone. It swatches so easily in 2 coats, especially for me with that wide brush. And we're gonna move on to the final polish in the collection, which is kind of a more vibrant version of Rocky Rose. This one's called Yes I Canyon. So this polish just has a little bit more red in it, and it's not as dark. So it's looking a little bit brighter. This polish is another one of my favorites out of the collection. I really enjoyed this. It reminds me a lot of the dirt where I grew up in the Sierra Nevada mountains. We had really red dirt, and this is what this one reminds me of. And I think it's a beautiful shade. It's so, so pretty. I feel like this collection launched during the summer, but it's totally appropriate for fall. So this is Yes I Canyon, and it finishes off the whole collection with a little bow. Definitely one of my favorites. So I really, really liked Yes I Canyon and Rocky Rose, of course. Those are the 2 really red kind of brown shades, along with the darkest one. So this trio I feel like would have been really perfect just released as a trio. It's kind of like a gradation of the red brown shades. You have a lighter one, which is Rocky Rose, then the medium one, Yes I Canyon, and the darker one, Bed Rock and Roll. And those 3 were my favorites out of the collection. And then you throw in the purple one into the A-bliss, which doesn't go with that trio at all. I just really like it because it's a particular color that I very much enjoy. So that is my review today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you back for the next video, which will be another Essie video very soon. I hope you subscribe. Take care until then. Bye, guys.